The game finally started, my friends. This one is gonna be a good one. Oxygen versus Turtle Troop, or better saying, DarkZero. I'm happy for these guys, man.
Oh my god. But DZ hope to make up for it. Great double kill out of We Did as they hope to infiltrate into B. Mitch and Verno doing their best to hold it down, and against the flash, Mitch will have the cover of the pillar.
Shot,
but
man.
the aftershock forcing
Verno
him
is
out.
a clutch player. Can handle
Stellar
it.
just have
Redox,
one
though.
opponent left, and it's Verno coming through the top of the site.
It's gonna go so, and avoided the knife, so he still has the element of surprise. This is actually very big for him right now. If he can isolate this pulse plant.
Can you start us? No.
Verno missed his chance to get the jump on Stellar and walking out. Could be in an isolated 1v1, but now he's seeing some ghosts. Just trying to draw the attention towards and
Got the raid, man. That was close.
I realize the hits on B.
There's the aftershock from B-Dog, but then you got Cypher Util, which makes it a bit more difficult for someone like Corey. You can't just satchel over it. Now DarkZero quietly walking past Mitch with the flash, going past, taking care of Corey. But the firing squad of DarkZero are still there, but they're being dwindled down to a 2 versus 2. And I don't even know what happened to We Did there, but all I see is Oxygen tying things up.
Pushing out towards B main. They're okay leaving middle open. If you take control of B main on a rotate back from DZ towards the B site, you can still pinch them in. But the Rolling Thunder in.
Rolling Thunder pushing them back. Redux is still
Good
on the
shot,
side
DAPR.
from the
Beautiful, man.
shadows. From the defense, I thought was
Pro
going
play.
to be joining the party, but you just leave it up to DAPR
No
and
money for
Redux.
this. They gotta save these weapons, I guess.
DarkZero off of the smokes, off of the util, just couldn't catch Oxygen off guard, especially with the null command from Mitch. DarkZero, we're already going into the site at a weakened state. 13 seconds left. Spike still in here from Stellar. Timing could be awkward here. Stellar.
What is the showstopper? Did he use the showstopper?
But
What?
Adder just hopes to keep the rifle down.
I was so lucky too for
Timeout.
when he wants to entry rather.
Yeah, it's not just
Perfect
Neon
timing
goes
for him.
her. Well,
Correct.
5v4, we did this low
that's gonna be
HP.
tough for anybody, especially when it's in the hands of Redux. DarkZero, well, there's no smokes stopping them, so it's been mid control. And now that you don't have
No
Corey,
money for
who's
DZ
gonna
again,
be
man.
dancing away
They're
at
gonna
the
be broke
front,
if they
like,
lose.
who's gonna be leading the troops? DarkZero have made their way towards the backside. Now Oxygen are doubling up. Verno has DAPR with them. DarkZero trying to trade, but it's their forces are just diminished to just Adder yet again. In these impossible scenarios, it's feeling like in a 1v4, only
Gotta play
has 2
fast,
left.
dude.
He's so pinned.
I have retrieved
You're gonna let him pick up the spike too and just jiggle for info.
Camera taken out.
Knows one is
10
there.
seconds
Plant will go on with 9
planted.
seconds left. Mitch is also waiting for Redux back in. The boom bot's gonna draw some fire. Adder's position
Yeah,
revealed.
they
The
played that
satchel
good, man.
pushes
Oxygen
him
fundamentals
into-
is pretty good, man.
They're coming through and they're leaving B a little bit open, and now they decide to walk back in though. DAPR is here with Scuba.
So far, so good. Oxygen,
So far, so
B
good.
Defenders, untouchable. DarkZero with SMGs. It's tough at this kind of distance, at least off of B-Dog's
Yo, B-Dog, that was nice, bro.
contact.
2v3,
He's
trying to go
enabled
ult.
for success. Verno tries to fire back to slow down DarkZero.
B-Dog is just skinny
Right
everyone.
towards the top of the site. It's like he had just revealed
no
Oxygen. Wait, Redux with the out.
What?
And the third with the show.
Redux is insane, dude.
I mean, he's hit by everything. We'll talk about it in a bit though, because looks like we're trying to have a re-hit from DarkZero towards this A site. Pop flash for him.
Great flash.
Oh my god, man. This guy doesn't stop, bro. Ace.
Oh, well, 4K with Adder and a clutch.
My goodness, dude.
Ace for Redux. Down 10-2. Risk it for the biscuit. But there's Cypher Util at the front door with Razor Neon.
that
You're
feels
all
good.
gonna suffer, especially at the hands of someone like Adder, who hits 3. As Oxygen, we're still trying to assess the site, walking past the cage. 3v2 for the defense. DAPR and Verno trying to follow along together. Stellar with the flash. Hits DAPR, but might have not seen him immediately. The spike is still dropped. And Verno has to play this dance, and
The economy is not the best here for Oxygen in their gun round to get full shields if they wanted to, because some invested into or utility or into shares. But what a hold
Nice.
here by We did
Nah.
when he's able to.
are gonna race to try and stop the take from Oxygen, and it's a first blood for Mitch as B-Dog just tries to get sights. Now the plant will ensue as Oxygen have the one-way at the top, checking all the corners, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. It's just another day at the office for a
It
team
really
like
is.
Oxygen.
They're playing so good, man.
Just too good. Now on a 2v5, and yeah, they don't have too much left to work with, and even Weeded only has a stinger. Could only do some damage. He's probably gonna go down to Spike or anything so far. But definitely you see Oxygen here, Lemon Kiwi. They're just making so much noise for Redux running inside the...
Play off this camera, he's gonna see
Camera
Redux
taken
and
out.
Verno.
Cage
And after
Distracted.
the party has already arrived, and he's gotta go out kicking and screaming. How much damage can he do with just the pistol?
Man, not even close, bro.
He did get some scratches in the
But next
Oxygen
map is
armor.
picked by
It's a clean
DZ, so
site take, and Oxygen
they're
haven't
probably the
dropped
better.
anyone
They can
yet.
do worse,
But
right?
anything, they just dropped the spike. It's planted.
Can't use that.
They have
Corey.
full control of sight. It's too good.
I hope we can see Haven, man. That would be insane.
Crossfire and
GG!
got desynced 13-4 for Oxygen. And yeah, big ol' smile for Redux. I'm not even gonna translate what his mouth says, but when you hear him in interviews, he knows he's a better player than everyone else. He thinks he probably shouldn't even be in challengers, and when performances like that, I don't doubt him.
And walls up at the beginning through contact.
Good.
Ooh! Oh, I didn't think they were gonna break it down, just run it down too. Okay, Oxygen want this site bad. It'll cost him some bodies. Now it's only Corey.
What?
It's only Stellar.
It's only
What's
nobody.
happening?
It's nobody. Yeah, there's just people were dropping on the kill feed, but not on the nameplates. I got confused. But anyway.
It only feels at this point at
What
least
is happening, man? I got
Esports
confused
is that
too.
They're the ones playing Neon and they're trying to speed run through things. So that is unlucky so far for DarkZero that we're trying to do a little bit more with the wall. But yeah, Stellar trying to win this 1 versus 3, and it will not happen for best in slot in terms of the players in the comps.
The Flash and Thrash, Verno does want to take
One
somebody in.
Oh, talk about that.
Redux gets the finish, but as Oxygen came
2-2-2.
Timeout.
Last time Oxygen came through showers, there's just a full team killer. DarkZero had their sights ready, but Redux can't find a target in time for the showstopper. DarkZero, like I said, reacts so well. There's the Gecko re-entry. But Oxygen, now that they're established on the site, they have a fighting chance, and with the Seekers from Mitch, wanted to give an advantage to DAPR and himself. It works out well. Adder and B-Dog in a
Good shot, man.
2v2.
Wait, team.
Big pick onto Mitch. Spike is still down. DAPR couldn't prevent the res. At least he gets the kill, but now they know that DAPR is close by. He is slowed.
There's no way. There's no way.
He's gonna stand still. Jiggle peek from
Oh, what is that?
He's just trying to shoot him through the crate, and
Hold on
what
to
a
your
great
hats.
play from B-Dog. From Adder, who's usually been over at the B side, switching things up. Will be a pit to cover A short, and Redux is still just gonna go through it, but we did at a fun little angle close to U-Haul, and Oxygen are just coming out of the pit, so worried about who was starting the pit, but not who was defending around it. Oxygen would lose 2 through this
That's a wingman.
chaos.
Ooh, that was close.
Oh, Adder had that.
Same.
Oxygen don't have this. That's something that I know.
Wonderful. Can he do it?
Let's Verno goes nuclear again on a 1 versus
Yeah, this
4,
one's too
but
hard, bro.
might
Good
not
for
be
him.
the case. Everybody's just swarming around him, and he's just pretty much pinning U-Haul. Nothing else that he could really do. Maybe take one more down with him, especially that he has a shorty ready. But overall, I mean, the sweater ult from Weeded that he threw towards the short A, and you see the nerve here from the Raze where she can't move as quickly as she wants to with the satchels.
No
It's
one's
a lot
picking
easier
him,
for you to
man.
react on
They
time
know
or
what
inside
he
that
can
pit
do.
and get that pick onto Redux to keep that ult up
30
to
seconds
allow
left.
here the rest of the players towards the A side to do that damage as he did. So Verno now just counting down the time and hoping that DarkZero is a little bit more antsy on pushing in to try to pick
Come
up
on,
the
bro.
kill.
Just jump on him, dude.
I think he's about to taste his judge real quick. I'm surprised B-Dog hasn't swung on him.
10 seconds left.
There we go. Now Oxygen will try their hand at B once again, where it was
That's hilarious.
people standing on top of the box. This time it's a different box, much smaller one, and we did almost get 3. Shoddy
Should we
being
trade?
brought up
But that is so
after,
long, man.
and then you have an early ult pull by Corey just to put fear into the eyes of Oxygen, and I think it worked out. Verno and Scoop are sub 20 HP, so it'll be a tough one to swing for sure.
You'll take whatever you can get. Scuba picked up the orb just to try to bring up his ultimate potentially in the last round, and they work up in tandem now. It's Verno falling back, and they're grouping up here to work the B site. And
What is the
trying to do
chances
like
that they
did
win this round,
before,
man?
But they're low HP. This is going to be
They get this kill, maybe, bro.
Seconds left.
to get
Because
that
Verno has
ultimate
the trash.
At least they could potentially wingman plant and force some players out.
It's technically
Yeah,
a
there's no way he
2v2
gets kill, right?
Doesn't really matter. It's just Verno trying to protect Wingman. Does get the plant and gets the dub. and
Oh
while he's
my
gonna
God,
go-
man.
Wait, he just had
You
to
want
line
this.
up onto Adder.
What is Adder
Adder
doing
had
jumping
time, or
down?
didn't think he did. Now you got Thrash in the 1v1. Where is B-Dog? And wait, the detain
Oh
did happen.
my
It did.
God.
Verno, go finish what you started.
Oh my God. This is unbelievable, dude.
No, no way.
Behind the Seekers towards the A site.
Yeah, so they use the wall to get control of U-Haul and the Seekers. Yeah, they ping that there's defenders on the other side of the wall, so our Oxygen just using that as a distraction, and now you got the neon walls that have well protected the Heaven defenders. Once that smoke clears, actually, Weeda just jumps out, kind of D6 with the rest of the defenders. Oxygen react well and
Adder,
three
what?
on entry,
Man, what is
using
this
Adder
round?
with the op, switching to the Vandal, and a 1v3.
Hazut.
Surprise
Oh.
DAPR, but couldn't cross the
75.
Quickly, towards A very quickly.
Wow. And with DAPR being in U-Haul by himself, he still managed to get out with 75 HP. He had the frenzy. I thought he was going to want to scrap against one and kind of go down with the ship.
No
but
match.
DarkZero completely faked that.
Good
and
defense, man.
RB, and they just get
down,
cleaned
B.
up. DarkZero have
down.
not had much luck. And it's not going to get any better with the spike out in the open, too. It's just Adder and B-Dog who are going to try and push the same lane together.
Dapper can just stay tucked in now that he got spotted by B-Dog, because you do have Scuba just on the top of the pallets. And they'll just wait it out. Players are there. Spike is down. Cavalry has arrived.
One enemy
To
remaining.
check
Shot.
this corner, but Scuba had the lineup.
What an
Echo
piece of
flash
Oxygen,
out.
man.
Adder thankful for this Viper wall, but now closed off. Will manage to self-heal, but Oxygen will finish what they started. Now Adder and Corey and friends try to push through B, and I was wondering how the Sage was going to work on offense. Like, where do you place those slow orbs? Like, how do you really try to isolate someone? And Corey just zooms on by. DAPR is a victim. Corey's on top of the box. DarkZero just on top of this round, it's feeling like. This plant will ensue, and Oxygen are at the top, and Adder's ready to swing, and he's got Corey.
Good, man. Oh my
Manages to get
God.
to safety. Scuba will still
2v4.
spray him down. And
All
Mitch
along the
managed
hands
to
of
grab
Redux.
a
Not much I can
judge
do
and a
here.
plant. It's hard to really punish them on any mistakes. Yes, we said, oh, okay, you deal with we did, but it's Corey will feel like he comes out as a second man in.
That was nice,
Different
man.
angle, while everyone's paying attention to something else.
Trap.
And VCT to split. Teleport right into the arms of Oxygen that say welcome home. Stellar
Good shot.
leaves the spike.
Oh my God, they turned
DZ
that around.
still have
3v3.
numbers after those picks. A great reaction out of DZ.
The spike is
Especially
dropped
the
on
ones that were
TP.
on the A side to make up for that loss, but they also have to pick up the spike.
They have to go through B for that.
Left.
Gun here.
God,
Oh,
so
Oh
annoying.
my God.
Yeah. Even Adder dies, and the
That's
best you
so
could do is
fucked.
maybe, I don't know, throw a snake bite. Is that the reason why? You're just trying to have.
There's no time, man. They're gonna save it.
The Thrash gets good information. The Molly prevents Wingman or anyone from planting. And as DZ emerge, Oxygen's defenders were
Good
ready.
shot,
The
big dog.
plant will still go down behind the defending
Give it to him.
Wingman.
Verno got the trash.
Gets a swing and he gets a win. But DZ have U-Haul so they could creep up behind Oxygen, who have counter rotated to the cubby
You're waiting for
side.
DAPR.
Mitch trying to have eyes on U-Haul while
DAPR on the flank,
DZ
man.
using their Viper wall to just play through A main.
Good shot, man.
Corey will
That was
shut down
huge.
the flank, so Oxygen are running out of options. It'll just be up to Verno's Thrash. And DZ, I feel like the job is pretty much done. Time is running out.
We are going to Haven, boys.
Out of showers, puts Mitch to bed. And Verno
Thrash is ready.
doesn't have time to really defuse, but you can see.
10 to 7.
Timeout.
Look who's on the flank. 2 members of Oxygen. And Weeded will be the first one to find out, but DZ don't care what's behind them. It's only what's in front behind the Seekers. Corey couldn't even get the jump. DZ will still make up for it. Offensive over the strike at the
Good
back.
attack inside
Good
for
start
DZ.
for DZ. They have the spike.
We are going
But
to
not
Haven, my
everybody
friends.
feared everyone from this point. Verno's on the flank. He's been discovered.
player
Rita's
standing.
coming through the top. DZ are being crunched. And they'll go up to match point if things all go well.
Should, right? It's still Redux with a pain shell and 2 satchels. And now spotted. This is
Mappy
definitely
point
gonna
for
be a
DZ.
win. Unless here Oxygen has found finally a solution on the defensive side.
DarkZero is just playing this comp so well. The Wingman as bait. And look, a surprise from Oxygen coming through the teleporter. And just trying to react as quick as they can to
That's
DZ.
hilarious.
Nice, dude.
And
Look at
that
this.
is just disgusting. Scuba's left in the 1v5.
GG.
For everything they could at DZ. But we'll be deciding this on Haven.
Oh my god, it is so funny how that finish. He just sits in his teammate's mosh and then just dance over the body. But DarkZero definitely coming back with a vengeance. A little bit of noise towards the center and work that perimeter rather, where Adder's utility is perfect. Playing at the top within the smoke, he could maybe trap some players here.
Yeah, a lot of trips going off, and it gives info for Adder to, I would say, make better connections with this pistol there. But Oxygen is still caught in the open, and DZ, we're ready. These are some great picks. Scuba and a 1v2 now,
Ooh,
very
Scuba?
possible.
30
Corey has to
seconds
be
left.
careful. Scuba's looking left, didn't check right, and it's DZ with pistol. Corey at the very back there manages to now join the reinforcements of the retake. Mitch ready to maybe fault line into garage. No, it's just the aftershock at the back, and now the nano swarm. There's lots of little obstacles and hoops that DZ have to jump through. Mitch will dodge the flash and locks on to Adder. Good trades for DZ. 3v3 though. Oxygen
Oh my
just have to
God.
play their
There's no
lives,
way,
and
there's no way.
Corey made their way in. And Oxygen gonna play the recon and the teleport, get eyes on the spike. It won't be held. They don't know that. It's being smoked off by B-Dog. It's just Verno against
No
the
time.
world, but no time to defuse. Smart approach out of Oxygen to either play on the site or play out of it.
30 seconds left.
Makes Adder have to think about garage. Where did that smoke just come from? And with DAPR getting pinged, here's Corey
Easy.
going after those kills. And Oxygen lost 2. Not really much, not any site has really been hit up until now. Oxygen are running out of time.
10
And
seconds
Corey is done
Spike
waiting
down.
around. He has 4. Around the corner is his ace. Not gonna happen.
This time is actually Corey playing it solo. Really clear him.
Corey is still trying to play it.
Oh my god, there's no way he got that third one.
It's just a
5v2
murder.
looking
I
good
really
for
thought he was
DZ
gonna
once
get
again. No
punished.
money for
And
Oxygen.
Oxygen cut short. And again, they get
Ooh, almost
pinged
ace.
by Stellar. And they feel like their hand
Man,
is
that guy
forced.
didn't try here.
And they just run into the smoke, and through the panic, Corey gets away with 3, which just kills this round for Oxygen. I mean, a 1v3 isn't impossible, but man, the vibes are off. He's gonna sell the fake TP. And DZ, gonna check this corner here in a second. Adder's right on the other side.
We just have to wait it out. He's got an ult for right now for Scuba. He plans towards the C site. That's why B-Dog's still posted up there. Probably activate the Blade Storm or something like that as soon as the ult comes through. But they pretty much have everything on lock. They definitely know that Scuba cannot go B from the A side choke because of that flight
30
that came out from
seconds
Adder in the
left.
very beginning. And now with 27 HP left, I don't even know if he's going to try to ult.
He's gonna save her.
4 rounds in a row, 6 out of 7. They definitely have the econ.
This is just a map that Oxygen are inexperienced on, and no one looking at A short. So as a rough one, Oxygen get first blooded. They'll try and Rolling Thunder their way in, and that's what they needed
Spike planted.
to quite literally shake up the site. And Oxygen get all the kills, but here's the retake from DZ, 2 versus 3. And there's a corpse right in front of Hatter if you wanted to neural theft, but bit tough. He's in heaven. Weeded's checking out all the corners of the site. There are so many nooks and crannies, and now
No 7-1, man.
he drops down
Good job,
right into
Oxygen. Good job.
Gives info to Weeded. For Oxygen to nullify so many ults on DZ's side. They had 5 ults last round. Now, the teleport gets caught. Who expects Adder to be that close? He's stuck in Cubby. And Weeded is smoked off. He's gonna allow Adder to get another smoke once his cage
dog.
expires to see if he can make it
He can
his
one.
way back into C. But Weeded's just gonna be in a trade position. Meanwhile, B-Dog going through the flank.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Attacker spawn and he missed the one shot on the
One enemy
DAPR.
remaining.
There's Corey for the cleanup.
Well played,
These are
Izzy.
infiltrating the attacker spawn, and now Mitch is in courtyard. Who knows what angle to look at that point.
So you could just ping on one side, focus on the half circle, and spray in that spot. So nice pulse plan scenario for OXG. They're trying to pivot once again for a fast site hit on C.
Do their best. Oxygen have found what works for them. But we did on platform is still a problem. Oxygen let it slip between the cracks, and it allowed B-Dog to walk in with the
Okay,
up, and now
tricky
the
from
ult,
it.
but chose the wrong side. Just overthought it. Mitch, the rolling
Oh,
thunder to
Stellar
push
is so
out the
fast on the
backside.
flank, dude.
The flank is Stellar.
One enemy remaining.
And you caught the spike
down.
planner.
C.
So Oxygen have Spike out in the open. You saw the drone. You have a second to safely pick it up. But Scuba doesn't know who could be at the back site, and he's gotta either risk planning, being exposed, or to push out the back site.
These guys are so good,
Go
man.
after those defenders.
Stellar's calling for the gamble of the plant towards the A side.
Yo,
they're
Scuba,
pivoting
you're gonna
towards
be
there, and it's
surprised here,
perfect
dude.
For the kill on
Oh, they
Scuba.
hear
Oh
him. They hear
my
him too.
God.
Easiest kill of Corey's.
Hey,
career.
2-4, my friend.
Quirky corner to catch Easy walking in, but they pivot. They don't want A anymore. Not after Oxygen did all that. Easy take control of B, go through garage, all the way through the back of C. Noticing now this KJ util DAPR has to be here somewhere, and he almost gets the lucky swing on Adder. But it's first blood for DZ. Just a round that could be a real tone setter for how the series could end, especially with B-Dog acting that way. Walking into A, they got everything smoked off from heaven to the back site. This recon are actually just a shock bolt. It lands right into Stellar's lap, so good damage from Verno. Now reinforcements are here for us.
Yeah, taking that full damage on the recon dart, or on the shock dart rather, but still get the plant. You'll take that any day. But Oxygen has the player advantage for the retake.
Reductive damage jumping down, but DZ, they played and didn't have a chance to play through A main or get to a safer position just out in the open. And Oxygen, when they flood in, they mean business. It's 2v2 though.
One enemy remaining.
Stellar and
Last
Corey
player
dodge the
standing.
flashes, but
Oh
Oxygen
my
will
God,
get
Stellar.
one for
This is the game,
road.
bro.
3 HP for Stellar. Just
Good,
as the
good,
prevent
no?
this, the smoke is gone. Scuba brings his gun up.
I got it.
He'll get it halfway.
Oof.
And just enough time for Oxygen to get the 5.
The answer back. B-Dog's going with Blade Circle then.
Otter says, whose owl is this?
There's
You
no way I got
dropped
this
it.
kill, man.
Bruno says you dropped this L. And that's the first blood for Oxygen. And they left a double door. They left garage open.
Oh my.
So DC
True.
made their way into C, and they're setting up camp. They're getting cozy. And they'll get the plant down once Stellar stops greeting for orbs, but he'll be there soon.
He's gonna get
You get
ult.
Hunter's Fury for it too if they're able to get a pick, but Adder a rare miss coming on his end when he had
Oh, no, never
Vernal
mind.
dead to rights, and Vernal's staying
Still on our
alive
way.
is a big piece of utility if they have the recon dart coming up soon.
Shock dart.
DZ on the post plane up their smoke set up. Now all eyes are on Verno. Their shock will push them back, and We did just smoked off garage. There's only one thing for DC to worry about. It's at the
Good
front.
shots,
Stellar
though.
on
No hands
platform.
on shoot.
Heard the jet smokes go
Not
off.
even
Two
needed,
readers
bro.
coming in,
11 to
and
5,
DC
no
reacts
money for
appropriately.
Oxygen.
DZ are in kind of a default, even their spikes still with we did.
Okay,
Still is from the shadows,
they're gonna get
Yeah.
B.
but DZ are getting smoked off, so.
I still like this though. The counter fault line that came back from Corey to actually get the hit onto Redux doesn't allow for him to push further up, thinking that there's going to be trips there. But we'll hold that thought. Minutes towards this beat.
That was nice,
Spike
DAPR.
down.
Ping from Verno and the follow-up from DAPR. Chef's kiss, 4v2. So it'd take
They
a lot
didn't
on
get-
Adder and
what's
Corey
this
to clutch
Spike
it up
doing
here
there?
and now, but Corey's one away from the Rolling Thunder.
You guys are trolling, bro.
Spotted DAPR still in the same spot.
enemy
DAPR with a
remaining.
great dodge. And here's Adder from behind. DAPR has to play perfectly. And DZ just needs the one.
Yeah, they need to
Verno
close this right now.
playing in a short
Oh
is gonna try and
my.
cut
Oh
them
my.
off, and Oxygen set up
They had
his vehicle
photos
when
this
they're not
round,
smoked
man.
off, when nothing inhibits them. Oxygen
One enemy
can
remaining.
really
Now they
be a
are
force
broke,
to be reckoned
dude.
with.
12 to
DZ
9.
Timeout.
Hopefully no one swung at the same time there for DZ, but try their hand at B, and it, even with the Rolling Thunder, it was a little tough. DZ have their smokes in place, that's what's different. But here's the
Lock it off
retake
for
already
DAPR.
for Oxygen off the back of the Hunter's Fury to just flush out the rats. And DZ had such an advantage. Now
Spike
DAPR with the
planted.
lockdown. DZ will be pushed out of the site.
I'm just
They'll
gonna
at
go
least
from.
be able to play through B main, so they'll have eyes on the spike. But Oxygen already denied that with Scuba smokes already. Redux is still annoying in garage. He could wrap around
go
where
half?
DC are playing in B main. The defuse is almost being stuck. It's halfway, and it's just an all-out war in this courtyard.
Player standing.
Oh my God.
They
GG!
are no longer pushing up daisies. They scrap their way in and give Oxygen their first series loss.
That was the most chaotic last round that we probably just saw there to end the series for DarkZero against OXG. But that recon dart from Stellar was key to break and to prevent that defuse from happening inside this B site here for their opponents of Oxygen Esports. So very well done for DarkZero.